what's good, what's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton and some, Mr. Boogie Doll, here with another episode of Funky Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, I really do promise to give good content for the masses, but most of all, I promise to just keep it funky. Now, my next guest is an actor, dancer, comedian, and to my surprise, a music producer. I present to some and introduce to others. Edward. Ooh, had to go there, bro. I had to.
That's nasty.
I had to.
That's nasty.
Woody McClain.
That's
nasty. My guy.
Yeah. Good, bro. Good. Dang, I ain't get called that.
Eduardo.
That's elementary school right there.
That's cool.
I cussed her out for calling me that in class.
Don't cuss me out, bro.
Yeah, no, we good.
Now, is Woody your real name?
Edward. I just never went by Edward, ever. Never. Never. This is my first time hearing Edward in like 36 years.
No way.
I swear. That was good. How'd you know that? Where'd you get that from?
Man, I got sources.
That's crazy. Oh, this is about to be crazy.
Listen, I got sources.
Okay.
And in the sake of what we know to be Woody, there's a snake in my boot. Hey, you see what I did there?
Yeah.
I just out here with the boots, bro. I'm just trying to support.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Talk to, bro, it's so many ways that I can start, but in I think the interesting thing for me is now you feel comfortable talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We had a conversation off camera and it was like, dog, you're an easy person to talk to. I can, in 3 to 4 sentences or, bantering. It's like, no, I just got this way. I'm like, so what do you mean by the comfort of speaking?
Like you said, it was easy to talk to me because I'm used to listening. You know what I mean? Like that's like my superpower, listening. I wasn't talking because I was always shy. I never knew how to put my feelings into words. You know what I mean? I feel like I was always on bullshit. And I feel like that's why people do bullshit, because they don't know how to explain it or express themselves. You know what I mean? But when I got into acting, it just unlocked a different side of me that I had no idea about.
So were you a good listener, or were you just a person who suffered from not being able to properly articulate your feelings?
All of the above. Even now in my relationship, I'm still learning how to communicate.
You and me both.
Yeah. Because I was like, why am I getting angry? Okay, I realize I'm getting angry right now because I don't really know how to articulate to my partner how I really feel. So I'll just get mad and I'll dash out.
That right there.
Yeah.
So many people suffer from that. And maturity has taught me, you know what? It's easy to run.
Yeah.
And it's not even harder to stay. But I think it's needed to stay to explain what's leading to you leaving or running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially for black men. You dig? Because black men oftentimes go through a phase of vulnerability, and it's not that we don't have outlets. I think it's more so the nature of the beast. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Be strong. But even then, when you do have a support system, it's like, I don't really know how to, that makes me mad, but she gotta know that. And I don't know how to say it without screaming or lashing out.
Yeah, I'm learning that though. I'm learning, I'm getting in my bag, I'm really getting in my bag. Just learn how to communicate.
What are some things of how to communicate that has helped you?
First of all, I read this book called Thoughts of a Superior Man. Have you read that? Oh my God. Damn, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should have texted to you. That's the cheat code. That motherfucker, the first chapter was like, yo, when you want to argue, don't even argue, just give her a hug. I was like, what? Just give her a hug? Let me try this out. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at.
I was like, baby, you know what? I'm sorry. Boom. It was like.
But for real though.
It was a real thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Read another chapter. It was like, oh, okay, you're lashing out because you haven't dealt with the 5-year-old self of you. So you're lashing out because you're still that little 5-year-old.
You haven't healed.
I was like, oh, okay.
Keep reading.
And I just learned, I never understood. I would ask somebody for advice. I remember asking this one OG, I was like, yo, you got any advice for me? He's like, read, brother, read. I'm like, oh, this nigga don't want to give up no game. I'm like, all right.
Lame, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, I read. But now, like, seeing how...
Read this or just read in
Read,
general?
period.
Okay.
So now I understand the power of reading. I understand it now. I get it. So I'm reading more. I'm tapping into shit that I wasn't doing when I was younger. Because I just wanted to be outside, you know?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, Jacksonville, Florida. We want to be outside.
Duval.
Dude, come on. You already know what time it is.
So you excited about Travis Hunter right now?
Oh, yeah. I'm there. I got my jersey now. I got my jersey. I put my name on the back of it, but I got my jersey.
What,
I got
the
a custom
number?
jersey.
What's the number?
8.
8? That's Mark Brunel.
It's Woody now.
Nigga said,
That's my, yeah, it's me.
there's
It's
a
me.
snake in my boot. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, man. I'm Andy's toy, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
hard, bro. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, where did you grow up? Obviously, you know, Jacksonville, but is that high school, college? Like, take me back. Like,
Take you back. So Charleston, South Carolina is my stomping grounds. You know what I mean? All my family, cousins, they still there. My granddad, Reverend Edward A. McClain, he's junior. I'm the fourth.
it's a lot of y'all.
It's a lot of us. So I'm the fourth. So like my grandfather was the figure in our life. Like he was the guy. You know what I mean? He was in the NFL. He was a security guard for James Brown. He was also a reverend. He was also a radio host. So seeing that figure in my life, I'm like, yo, if my granddad can do all these different things, why am I limiting myself to do just one thing? You know what I mean? I can do music too. You know, my granddaddy was doing all these different things. I can act, I can dance, I can do all these different things. So I grew up not being in a box because I seen my family do it. I feel like I was the least talented person in my family. You know, my auntie, Katrina McClain, 2-time Olympian WNBA player. Like, just seeing that growing up, like, everybody is lit in my family. You know, and that just motivated me to get to where I'm at right now.
So, how many siblings?
One sister, little sister.
So, how did you merge into Duval?
My dad, he worked with the Navy, so we was always moving around, and we landed at Duval, and Duval was one of those places where it just felt good to be bad. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
You know, it felt real good to be bad, like stealing bikes, like that shit was fun for me growing up.
Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and to keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the US suffer from depression every year. And it's often undiagnosed. With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. As the world's largest online therapy provider, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/funky. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/funky. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Like that was like us going out to play. Let's go through these nice neighborhoods over here. Let's see who garage is open. Let's take some bikes. You know, like that was fun. And then till I got to college, FAMU. I feel like am I going too fast? Am I going too fast? Am I?
I will tell you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Until I got to FAMU, I got a full scholarship for music. But before I got there, I seen this movie called Drumline. Drumline changed my life. When I went in there, seen Nick Cannon doing his thing, that was the first movie that made me realize I want to go to college. You know, that movie took me out of the streets. And then from there, I went, started playing in the band, all high school, went to Bethune-Cookman audition, got a scholarship over there, went to FAMU, they gave me a full ride. So now I'm at FAMU playing sousaphone, full scholarship, but still like a little bit of the bad.
There's some rebel in you.
It was still some little bit of shit that was in me. And one of my best friends in college ended up doing something, getting in trouble, and telling on me. I ended up doing 9 months in jail for that. And from that point of doing 9 months in jail, I prayed every day to God, like, yo, God, if you get me out of this situation, I'll never be that same person again.
How many times you think God heard that same prayer?
For sure.
Bro,
But I feel like mine's was different.
Okay.
I feel like mine's was different. You know what I mean? Like I go by Woody the Great, but I didn't make that name. Somebody gave me that name. And I live up to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like God really listened to my prayers and got me out of that situation.
So in that situation, right? So we're talking about decision making now.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, there was some things that I call it a noun,
Okay.
a person, place, or a thing that made you believe that was cool. You see?
Yeah.
Then it finally caught up to you in ways where even if that wasn't your issue to be had, some would say karma, what goes around comes around. No, I don't necessarily subscribe to karma. I just don't, but that's another discussion. In college, was that the time where you identified yourself? Because I guess what I'm trying to say, a lot of people find themselves in college or high school, right?
I feel like college taught me discipline, especially being in the marching band. You know, I feel like just like football, y'all out there practicing every day. We doing the same thing on that side. You know what I mean? We waking up 5 a.m. We gotta like stick to a schedule. I feel like college taught me a lot of discipline. So moving forward in life, like that's how I move. It don't matter what I'm doing. You need me there on time, I'm there.
What instrument?
Sousaphone, tuba. It's a tuba thing, shouting. Yeah.
And what you got snitched on?
Crime. It was crime.
Was it true? Were you affiliated?
For sure.
Or was it just a bold-faced lie?
Nah, I was affiliated. For sure. But I just felt betrayed. You know, I felt betrayed. So I feel like that's why, like, that moment kind of made me move and not have a lot of friends. You know, I can count probably on one hand how many friends I got because of that one moment. So I'm still healing from that. I'm still trying to let that go to let more people in, you know? So I feel like I'm just in a time of healing right now. That's what I'm trying to do.
Now, to be understood in that type of merit, how many casualties have been affected, would you say, in relationships? Not intimate relationships, but friend relationships, family relationships, off of an instance that happened that nobody probably had a hand in, but it's still good, would you say?
Maybe two. Maybe two.
Now, those relationships, were they, like I say, friendships or intimate or just business?
Intimate, yeah. Like I said before, I'll disappear. I'll leave. So I'll never have closure. That was like the old Woody. So I feel like there are like relationships out there that I never got a chance to have closure with.
And it was nothing for you, or it was nothing that they necessarily did more so than
it's all me. It's all me. You know? And I understand that now. I get it.
So growing up in Duval, what age? So did we go to high school in Duval, or did we go to where? I'm trying to track.
Okay.
I'm trying to go on this. I'm trying to paint this canvas as, all right, instruments, cool. But even before that, what moved you growing up? Did you play sports?
I tried football. Once. Coach threw me in the game, and I was tackling really high. Nobody ever told me to get low. And I went to go tackle high. He put his helmet in my stomach, and I remember I couldn't breathe for like 20 minutes. I rolled off to the sideline, and I looked to see for my dad to help me, and that nigga was in there laughing. He was out there laughing. Nasty work. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stick with the band.
Can't trust nobody, bro.
I'm gonna just stick with the band. You can't get hurt in the band. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was moving after that.
How did you get into acting, bro?
Acting came after dancing. So dancing was the move for me. You know, on campus, I was a FAMU striker. And all we did was dance, and the women loved it. So I had to be a part of that. That's what motivated me to dance, was just having women screaming and writing my names on sign. Like that's how the college campus was treating dancers. And then from there, moved on to LA. And then LA, I just started auditioning, going to a different class. And then my OG, Othan, she brought me into this one session. She was like, yo, I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna teach you these moves and I need you to teach the artist. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm there. I get there, we start doing the movements. You know what I mean? She teaches me, da-da-da-da-da. She's like, okay, we're gonna do it with the music. We do it with the music. I'm like, I know this voice. She was like, yeah. So what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to teach him when he get in here. I'm like, you want me to like, I'm fresh in LA. She was like, yeah, you can do it, you got it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting there trying to just go over the movements and come to artists. It's Chris Brown. I'm shaking. So I go up to her, I'm like, bro, Othan told me to teach you the choreography, so it's one. He was like, yeah, nah, blood, you just do it. Just do it, and I'm gonna learn it. I think I did that dance routine like 30 times straight. But he got it though. And then from there, it was like he always was Team Woody from there. Cause I stuck it out, you know what I mean? I ain't quit, I ain't give up. And then from there, he was like, bro, when we go on tour, I'm gonna bring you on tour with me. And that's how like the whole dancing thing started. And then from there, Fatima Robinson see me dance and was like, yo, I need a dance double for Bobby Brown in the Whitney Houston story. You should come do it. I was like, all right, cool, I did that. Angela Bassett directed, she came to me, she's like, who are you, where you come from? Like, I'm just a dancer, I'm just here to have fun. She was like, okay, you should really get into acting. All right, cool. Call my mom, like, yo, mom, I'm thinking about just stopping dancing and start acting. She was like, okay, baby, you can do whatever you put your mind to. 2 weeks later, I get a call from Fatima saying, yo, they're doing a new audition story for Bobby Brown, you should go audition. That's how I got into acting. Wow. Yeah. It's like nothing has ever been planned in my life. It just kind of like presents itself. So when somebody asks me like, yo, bro, how did you get into acting? I can't really tell you like the steps. Like some people go to Juilliard, some people, you know what I mean? They do the stage stuff. Like me, it was just like God was like, here, you know? And I feel like that goes back to when I was in jail for 9 months asking God to get me out of this situation. And I'm just following that path and staying true to my promise to him and his promise to me. I feel like he's just been giving me opportunities.
Did you pledge?
Nah. I ain't pledged. I wanted to, though. I wanted to.
I don't even know if that's proper pledge etiquette, but what would you want it to be?
On FAMU campus, I wanted to be a Sigma. But I remember telling my granddad that, and he was like, nah, grand boy, you know, we alphas over here. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I went back, and then everybody's scholarships got taken away, and then I never got a chance to pledge.
So you couldn't pledge at FAM?
Yeah, no. I never did it.
Dang.
You pledge?
Yeah.
For real? Should I guess?
Please.
Nah, I don't want to disrespect you. Y'all take that serious.
Extremely.
I'm not trying to get put in the cut. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
put you in the cut.
Come on, bro.
Just giving off of, you know, what type of aura? I'm curious to just let me see if you can read the room right. I know you can read the script.
For sure, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You got my cousin vibes, and all my cousins are Qs.
Yeah, I've been known to be a dog, but just not that dog.
Damn. I don't know. Let me try.
Keep going.
By the way you dress, I'm gonna say iota. I'm gonna just say it. But if not, I apologize.
Don't apologize, bro. Cause not an iota thing in me. Take no disrespect in that. Now, it ain't a buttercup or more. It's still said.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. Come on, man. Come on. You a Kappa, baby. Come on, I know.
Now, I did a lot of things in my life. I would never cap you down.
You know I got you. Sigma.
I got high regards for Sigmas. My dad's a Sigma.
Okay, respect. And that's what I felt that. I felt like it was like in the bloodline. So because I feel like, you know what I mean, I was talking about my granddad, I was talking about my dad, you know, people in my bloodline. I was just going that direction.
Yeah, but then it stopped at me.
Okay.
It didn't carry on with me. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Because Sigmas.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, you look different. He was like, Alpha. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I decided to go to the best one, known to man. Me fi me.
Ooh.
I made a pledge early. You see what I said? Hey, I said, nah, y'all stay over there with them colors. Black and gold, red and white, blue and white, gold and purple. I'm melanin. Me, five, me.
Yeah. I was getting scared. I was getting nervous. Like, oh, shit.
My breach of trust was real. I said, nah, I ain't know.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to anybody who plays. That's cool. I support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My partner, Peg, he plays too. He was trying to get me. He's like, bro, come on, players, bro. I'm like, what you is? He said an AKA. I said, boy, get out of here.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It was a layup.
But if you go back, would you?
No.
You wouldn't do nothing different?
I think you got to be a certain type of person to do that.
Okay.
And I will say this, there's no disrespect to people who've pledged. I just took a different route.
Yeah.
And I see the benefits. I've seen the benefits of pledging, where that's a brotherhood, that's a sisterhood, that's like, yo, that's dope. That's cool. That's, man, any type of black unity, I'm all for. But unfortunately for me, it was like, nah.
I'm gonna stay locked in.
I'm locked.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, just like sports, it happens in fraternities and sororities. It's like, y'all, like I said, just like in sports, some cats, they're not used to being validated. So they take opportunity to get validated through colors, through seniorities, through I was good. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who done pledged, man, shout out to you. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Now, the toxic me wants to talk, and I always refer to the toxic me because I'm in the transition of trying to change.
Okay.
But Chris Brown, I just recently seen a video of him, bro, and he had, and I quote, a multitude.
Yeah.
Of people following him.
The guy.
Now, this is the kicker, the knee slapper, the cheek grabber. Like, they were all women. And it was like, yo, the video was like 30 seconds.
I seen it. Crazy.
And I'm like, bro.
I was like, is this nigga at Coachella? Where's he at?
It wasn't that. It was just at a normal little club.
In the alley. Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah.
That's what we doing?
Yeah.
So being a part of that, what was... Do you care to share? Just give me a story, bro. Come on. I mean, you was talking about books and stuff. I mean, you could tell us about old Breezy.
Do I got a Breezy story? I don't think I have a Breezy story for real. I be putting like, I don't think I got a Breezy story. Because I feel like the time I share with people, I put that in my vote.
Say less. Respect.
You know what I mean? If me and you kicking it, we kicking it. 2 years later, somebody asked me about, yo, how was it when you kicking it with Cam? I'm like, yo, that's in the vote.
Say it.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't.
Polished.
This is real though. Nah, this real shit though.
Yeah, he a vet.
Nah, he said he a vet.
Let me tell you like this, and I make this public service announcement to Chris Brown. Yo, my man, first and foremost, you need to come on Funky Friday.
Got to.
And number two, there's not a lot of men on this earth that if my girls say that they partying with, he's on that block list.
Okay, yeah, you can't go there.
It's like, I'm partying with, who you with?
Yeah.
Chris Brown, respectfully, you better make sure that you in my presence.
Yeah.
Not even, you know, you.
Yeah.
Nah. And that's how much respect, I don't got a lot of respect for a lot of dudes in that. Cause you know how, men be confident.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm straight, bro, I'm good. My girl, blah, blah, blah. Who you say you with? Don't worry about it, share your location. No, you know what? Don't share your location to let me know where you at.
Yeah.
Share your location because I'm about to come pick you up.
Yeah.
That's just respect.
Yeah,
That's bro code. That's how, like...
Nah, I got you.
You got to understand.
I got you.
When you swim with sharks,
you
can't be afraid or say that you can't get bit.
I got you. But nah, bro, cool, man. CB real cool. Like, he was one of the ones, like, at the time I was dancing with him, I was doing a lot of social media, like, skits and funny videos. Like, that's how I was, like, starting to grow my following. And he was like, bro, we going on tour. I'm going to do skits with you. I'm thinking, like, ain't no way this nigga going to do skits with me. And for sure, every day, he was like, bro, you got a video for us? And we were doing them, dropping them. We did like the whole Chingy challenge during Christmas, like back in the day when everybody started doing it. We was doing that. We was doing like a whole bunch of shit. It was just fun. It was just fun.
So even with that, like as we transition into just fame as a whole, right? Nowadays, the road to fame is completely different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You were popping on Vine, right? You were popping on a social platform that like, yo, that's okay, cool. It may have been more to it than just a dance or whatever, but your start for notoriety came through that lens. What video, can kind of say it's your favorite, but what video was like, yo, this is nuts, about how much attention it kind of garnered?
I think the first video that went crazy was Permission to Cuss with Kevin Hart. I took his stand up when he was talking about the teacher ain't had no nipples. Permission, like, you know, like that joint. I took the voice from that and we reacted the whole thing. I put it in black and white and I posted it the next day. It had 10 million views. What? Next week, Kevin calling me like, yo, come to the office. I meet with him. He's like, yo, I want you to do more of these for my Laugh Out Loud network. I was like, yeah, I got you. So he ended up cutting the check and we did like 12 episodes of that. And that's like, that got me in my bag of creating. And that's how I really feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is creating. That's where I'm at right now, is trying to build legacy. You know what I mean? Walking around your facility, bro, seeing, I don't want to give you a spot up, but just seeing the space, bro, is top notch, bro. This is what I want. This is what I'm like aspiring to get. So it's just been dope to see, bro. Congrats.
Bro, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can do it too.
Oh, for sure.
Because this is the thing. My success route didn't come with no manual. You know what I'm saying? I shared with you, like, bro, I done skipped my knee, done hit my head, done bummed my shoulder, done fell, got back up, and I didn't come from money. But that doesn't mean that is a good enough or a valuable excuse to have as an adult.
Yeah.
Bro, I think who I am now has really put the onus on team.
Okay.
And I come from that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in business, it's different. It looks different. It comes in many different shapes, forms, sizes, genders. And you just have to know, like, yo, I can't do this by myself.
Yeah.
What you've seen today and what you're seeing is not a product of me. Like, yes, am I the face? Yeah. But there's some people that I really enjoy their company that makes this enjoyable.
And you just want to build with them. That's the vibe I'm on right now.
Like,
I want everybody to eat. I want all the homies that I'm building with to eat. I want whenever we go out and they be like, yo, we got to get a section. Like everybody, I want everybody putting their cards out. That's what I'm trying to build to. You know what I mean? So just seeing you doing this, bro, that's appreciated. I need to see this.
There's too many times, like, I say it like this. Even with football, I didn't know how big football was until I actually went to a game. And surprisingly, the first college game that I ever went to was Auburn.
Okay.
It ended up being the school that I had a lot of success at. But in 10th grade, my coach at the time had just came to my school that year, but the year previous, he was at Tri-City.
Okay.
At Tri-City, he coached a guy by the name of Tristan Davis, and Tristan had gained a scholarship at Auburn. On the humbug, hey, bro, I'll send y'all some tickets. Y'all just pull up. Me not knowing Auburn from this place or that place, I realized, like, yo, it's an hour and 15 minutes from Atlanta. But you gain an hour because it's on Central Time, too. It's in Alabama. I didn't even know Auburn was in Alabama at that time. Bro, never forget it. It was a night game on Saturday night. Auburn was playing South Carolina. I've never seen that many people in my life. And at that point in time, I knew this is what I want.
It'd be that moment. Yeah.
Listen to me, bro.
You feel it down your spine.
It was shocking. It was, I could not believe how many people were celebrating in unison together. They had chants. They had this. Oh, like before the game, I was like, yo, this is nuts. This is nutty, buddy. nutty professor, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo. And I'm witnessing this as a kid, and it's 80,000 people. And I'm from Atlanta, so we don't get, like, at high school games, you may get 1,000, 2,000, 3, but not at 80 ball. And it sounded like it. So from that moment, that's when I started to take football really serious, because I knew that was my way out.
Yeah.
Everything went around football, school around football. Can I, do I have to do this? If you want to play football, better. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, if you want to play football, cool. I was that type of kid. And it's funny because after football, this was 4 or 5 years ago, I had an opportunity to do something with BET, and it was Sip and Smoke, right? That was the name of the show. And my first interview was with Steve Harvey. And that feeling of talking and enjoying the heck out of that conversation. Afterwards, I knew, bro, I want to do this. No, I really want to do this.
And shout out to BET.
No, bro, for sure. And it wasn't even about money to me. It's still not about money to me. It's really about legacy. It's really about cementing yourself in a category that people can acknowledge. But first, before anybody acknowledges it, you feel good about the product. First, I create content. I've been very vocal about this. I create content for me. If somebody else likes it, that's even better.
Welcome.
You see what I'm saying? There's nothing better than a creative for somebody else to appreciate your work. Oh, boy, that was funny, boy. Hey, that was dope. Hey, that challenge, you crushed it. Hey, dog, bro, I seen that interview. Hey, man, you and Peggy, bro, y'all boys got something, man. I look at it every week. Those type of responses is like, yeah, I'm the chaplain of the notoriety, but it's my team. It's the Kristins, it's the RJs, it's the Omaris, it's the Elatras, it's the Rich, it's the Pierres, it's the Drop Tops, it's the VJs. It's these people, it's the Troys that every time I sit down in this seat, they're able to allow me to do my job. And I can't thank them enough. I can't just say, hey, bro, Rich, bro, I just really appreciate you, dog. But as long as he understands it, job well done. Because every day is like you ebbs and flows. Like you have good days, bad days. You have days where y'all joke. You have days where y'all pout. You have days, like those days are all worth it. And crazy enough, bro, I've taken even this IP as a therapy session. Cause I be telling people through this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I ain't probably ever told Rich, like, bro, I really thank you, dog. Like, but he knows now. You feel me? So for you and your journey, me and my journey, there are certain things where you just know it hits you.
And how you said, mind me to cut you off, how you said this was like your therapy session, that's how acting became for me. Because it was one of those outlets where, okay, these the words y'all want me to say? Okay, cool. Okay, y'all want this kind of feeling behind it? Okay, cool. Okay, now I can tap back into the stuff that I never resolved as a kid. You know what I mean? And I can let that out through the acting. You know what I mean? So like acting saved my life, bro.
But I'm always curious to ask this question about actors. When you tap into an emotion, have you acknowledged that emotion as real or fake?
It's always real. I'm always looking to tell the truth. Like, how close can I get to the truth? You know what I mean? That's like every role I take, every opportunity I get, I'm just trying to tell the truth. I'm not really acting no more when I'm on screen. I'm telling the truth. You know, and I feel like in my position too, it can, I don't know, man. I get asked a lot about being put in a box. Like, you feel like you're gonna get put in a box? And for me, I feel like I play different characters. But for some reason, I feel like everybody sees me as one thing. You know, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because I mean, even when my first acting class I took in LA, they had this exercise where it's the first day of class and you have all these actors in there. And then she sit a chair in the front of the room Boom. And she said, all right, you, come here. Sit right here. This is me. I'm sitting in the chair. Back towards the whole crowd. All right, y'all. I want y'all to tell this guy what y'all see him as. So I'm sitting in the chair. Everybody's saying, bad boy, the thug, the killer. I'm hearing this stuff. They don't know me. You know what I mean? I'm hearing this stuff. And she's like, all right, stop. She's like, all right, turn around, introduce yourself. So I turn around, I'm like,
Which one of y'all niggas tried me?
yeah. I'm like, Woody, nice to meet y'all. Everybody's laughing. Turn back around. All right, what y'all see him as? Oh, he's the nice guy. He's the sweet guy. He's the da-da-da-da. But that moment made me realize people judge you before you even talk, before you even say something. You know what I mean? So before I was just picking any kind of role because I just wanted to act. But now moving forward in my career, it's like I want to be very strategic of what I pick because I don't want everybody to keep perceiving me as this bad person because I'm...
It's okay, bro.
My bad.
You good. I know you are good. Don't feel rushed. If anything, lean in.
Thank you, Bob.
No problem.
Nah, I worked so hard to not be seen as that younger Woody. You know, after that moment I had, and getting out of that moment and having that conversation with God, I just always wanted to go down just the, you know what I mean, just a better path. I want to be a role model. I want to be that person people can look up to or go to. And I don't know. I won't allow nobody to put me in a box. That's just how I'm feeling.
What noun impacted you the most? The reason why I say that is that, and it's okay. If you don't want to share, put it in the vault. I respect you enough to keep probing, but I want to be obedient to this space, and I want to help you. That's not to say I can, I just hope. Because that emotion that you went to, or that was triggered, comes from something. And have you identified what it actually is?
I think it was recently finding out I have twins on the way, 2 baby girls. And for some reason now, in the acting community, people identify you what you play. So I don't want my baby girls to grow up and think their dad is a bad person. You know, so I'm just more conscious about the art I put out to the universe. You know? And it's scary because I know nothing about being a father.
Hit that subscribe button. Back to the show.
That's fair.
So everything is blurry right now. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fear your daughters will find out why you went to jail?
No. I would tell them. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you grow up with both parents?
Both. Mm-hmm.
What is something that triggers you in a way that
Yeah.
internally,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody may know,
Yeah.
but only you?
It used to be arguing. That's why even before I was like running away, it's like easy for me to do. Because growing up in my family, like just hearing my parents arguing and yelling, that did something to me. And that always made me feel like, nah, why would I want to be married? I want to be married, y'all. All y'all do is argue. Why do I want that? That doesn't look attractive to me. But I want to say 2 years ago, me and my dad had a conversation for the first time. And he asked me, like, would you get married? I'm like, hell no, I wouldn't get married. All you and mom did was argue. And he sat back and he was like, you know, when you seen that, me and your mom was only 20 years old. And I was like, word? I had no idea. He was like, yeah, we were kids. We were still trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? You're 36 years old. You won't have the same problems that we have. You know what I mean? You know how to communicate. I didn't know how to communicate. You know what I mean? So just hearing that used to trigger me, just hearing arguments and being in the middle of an argument. I'm the chill person. I don't want to ever start that kind of vibe, you know?
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we start this conversation with, you was always a quiet person.
Yeah.
And I asked the question, were you quiet because you was always a good listener?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, was it because you were a really good listener or you just didn't know how to
Yeah.
express yourself?
Yeah. I think it was because I felt like I had nobody to talk to for real. You know? But that was just me putting things that man, this is a year of healing. And I'm excited to go through this journey. You know, I feel like God got me in a place right now. The way he's been moving my life, I can do Bobby Brown and then do a year off and not do nothing else. And then I can go do a Kane Tejada and then do 2 years of nothing else. But in those years, I'm not doing anything. God is putting me in situations where I'm actually growing as a man. I'm actually getting these new feelings, these new tools to work with for when I do get that next role. When Lena Waithe does call me and she be like, Woody, I need you to be this romantic guy that has 2 kids, that now I have these emotions in me that I can get to the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like
You got a tool in your toolbox now that probably wasn't there.
Yeah. And I feel like one of my favorite guys, Jonathan Majors, he's one of my favorite actors. And I feel like I heard him in an interview say he had his tool belt of just 2 different tools that he can go to in different scenes. He knew how to, you know what I mean? And I feel like right now, God got me in this place where I got these certain tools that he's just giving me. And it's just making me stronger. It's making me a beast. So now I feel like I'm in this mode where I want to be challenged. I want to be next to people that everybody feels like great. Because I feel like I've been slept on for so long. I get slept on, overlooked all the time. So I feel like I want to get in the ring, you know? Yeah. I'm ready to get it popping. It's time to take it to another level. It's time.
Bro, I would tell you and everybody else, lean in. And as I'm looking at his picture, a good friend of mine, Brandon Marshall, had a conversation with him, similar to, Jonathan Meyers. And he's been a big advocate of mental health. And I asked him that same question. I was like, yo, B, like, what triggers you? And there was a moment where he was viral for lashing out like he's a meme because he's like that. He was like, Cam, it wasn't that I was arguing that triggered me. It was a word or a phrase that was used. I was in an argument and the person said, oh man, he just tripping. He off his meds. And that's what triggered it. And we all have different triggers. We all have different igniters. But walking away may not be a bad thing. The only bad thing is being aware of the trigger.
Yeah.
Because you can save a relationship by walking away.
Yeah.
Or finding the words to properly say, hold on, bro. Hold on, let me get myself together. Because if I retaliate now, retaliation is not just a physical thing. It could be an emotional and verbal thing too. You can forgive, but you can never forget.
Absolutely.
That's what it was. So dare I not allow you to feel safe with sharing your emotions, because that's something that I take extremely serious. I think for me, a trigger for me is I hate feeling taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
And it's happened multiple times in my life where I always say I really don't have friends, And I protect myself from people.
Yeah.
Because a situation happened to me in college. And I ain't say nothing. And I thought that's what, bro, we locked in, my nigga, like, hey, we straight. My nigga, we good. Cool, bro. I upheld my end of the bargain. And I ain't say nothing. Cool. That was the pat on the back, still to this day. But then you keep going through life. And you start realizing now somebody else is the spokesman of a situation. And you're expecting, we locked in. And you should. Is there Cameron Newton here? Yeah. Come with me. Wait, what? So that same partner, that same homegirl, I thought we was locked in. That's my trigger for me.
Yeah.
I protect myself because I've been hurt. And my inability was being able to not only tell others that I'm hurt, is to really acknowledge that I was hurt for me. And the only person that you're affecting is you. So, yes, I protect myself from people. I'm able to walk away and say like, nah, bro, I'm good. Hey, you want? Because I don't want to, and I say this with no sexuality, bro, I don't want to fall in love, bro.
Yep.
Because my love a little different. If I rock with you, bro, I'm rocking. I don't know how to fake it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you fight, I fight.
Yep.
Your fight is my fight.
Yep.
Dad.
And people don't give you the same energy though.
They say it.
Yeah.
But, and I have this quote that says, loyalty is only tested when you are in a position of inconvenience. That's when your loyalty is
Yep.
tested. You can't tell me when you're loyal to me and everything around you is peaches and cream and lemon drops and sun drops. When turbulence hit that plane, you start seeing like, oh, bro, like the real rodent's gonna come out that bush when you kick that bush. And I have a hard time with trusting people or allowing people to come in because of that fear of being hurt.
Yep.
And recently it happened again.
And it just add that wall, man. That wall keep
Bro,
going up. Yeah.
I tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it comes down. And it comes down. And it's hard because my experiences in life have really made me to this person, like, I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
And it has affected my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, baby, I love you. Say it back. All right, I love you. But
Yeah.
to me,
I'm showing you I love you. We all different.
Come on.
We all different. We on the same vibe. I got you.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, man, my father, bro, like my warrior, bro. My dad ain't never told me he loved me a day in his life. Now I'm talking about one of them, son, I love you.
Yeah.
All right, call me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if I need my dad at 4 a.m. in the morning, where you at? I'm on the way. That's who he is. That's my family.
Yeah.
Like my cousin, Q, Fat. I ain't never said, Fat, I love you a day in my life. He ain't never told me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, it brought me to tears, bro, in church. This had to be less than a month ago. And I never really expressed to him how much I appreciate him. You know. And I just recently lost my grandmother.
Sorry, bro.
And she was an earthly angel, bro. Like a praying grandmother, I had that. My mother also too, bro. But Fat for me has been that person, dog. Like I ain't got a question. He riding. Awkward to some, belligerent to others. But to me, oh man, that's my first cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's those relationships that I cherish the most, and that's what I call friendship, and that's family.
Yeah.
And if you're not on that type of time, stay the hell away from me.
Absolutely.
And it's not even stay the hell away from me. Keep proving until I feel comfortable, because my girl has been able to unlock chambers in me, but she's earned that respect. She's the verbal person.
Yep.
And
Yep.
oh, baby, talk to me, Kiki cat. Oh, you mad today, you big man.
That's making me even madder.
Put a cape on.
Yeah.
Now you super mad. She one of them.
Yeah.
But it's comedy. But she's understood like, okay, but now let's express yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody has really taken the time to say, all right, babe, I'm still here. We gonna talk.
Yeah.
So whether you want to talk while you're mad or talk, I'm gonna hold you accountable to giving me a time, and we're gonna talk. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, but I need to book my appointment.
Yeah.
Because I need my friend back. I need my lover back. I need my boyfriend back. And when you're patient like that, now that gate started coming back up.
Yep.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you ask yourself, why haven't nobody really tried to understand me? And sometimes the accountability in me says, I haven't made myself easy to understand. You feel me? So as we dabble into mental health, as we become aware of these circumstances that we deal with, bro, lean in.
Yeah.
Gotta feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like that person that allows your gate to go up, I feel like people that do that, they really do care. You know what I mean? Like even in my relationship, I feel my gate going up. So I know this person cares about me. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm doing my part to understand what does she like. Okay, words of affirmation is your thing. So I understand that. That's not my thing, but I'm going to work every day and I'm going to work hard to give you those words because I know that's how you receive real love. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like for you, it's the same. I feel like it's the same thing. That's not our thing, though.
It's not.
It's not, but
this has to be said.
it has
To the person
Yes.
who is slowly but surely raising that gate up. Understand, and please understand these words. I'm fragile.
Yeah.
One sign of BS, it slams down. Now ain't nobody, bro.
First 48. Crazy.
It's going down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm coming. I feel like was it Quasimodo? You know what I'm saying? When he came out and and everybody said, "Ooh, like, dang, like, It's like for me, like I'm coming out like broken home. You keep doing all this, and it's like, oh, And it's like, nah, babe, but that's not us though. Yes. And then even for my peer group, you know, for the people who I work alongside with, it's like, dog, we gonna hold you accountable.
Need that.
Bro,
Need that.
I had a beautiful conversation with Jonathan Meyers, bro. And publicly, he went through what he went through. And I just, you know, commend him for just being brave through it all. And even asking the tough questions like, bro, how we know if this is real? How do we know this ain't a front? Guess you only gotta wait and see. I could tell you, I've told people around and everybody around me, like, bro, I'm changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But when you're on TV, you're no longer human. You know what I mean? I feel like the entertainment, that's why I have like a love-hate with the entertainment industry, because I feel like once you cross that line, it's like you can no longer be human. You can no longer mess up ever in life. You know what I mean? People that's not on TV, that's not like doing the entertainment life, they can fuck up, come to somebody and be like, yo, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. Like, you know, we good? Yeah, we good. And move on with their life. You know what I mean? But I feel like on this side, it's like if you mess up, you say, yo, I'm sorry, I apologize, we good? Nah, that nigga lying. Like, you get, that's what you get. You see what I'm saying? So,
but hear this out though.
yeah.
I never wanted to be the perfect dude.
Okay.
I wanted God to use me as clay, like shape and mold me however you need.
Yeah.
Use me as an instrument. Play me however you want. Brick back, because that to me, I always ask myself, having kids, I have a lot of kids. I love every single one of them. So I can give you some
give me the
advice.
playbook. Yeah.
Growing up, it wasn't the subject that gave me the hard time in school. It was the messenger of the subject.
Okay.
Meaning, if me and the teacher was beefing and that subject happened to be PE, hated PE. If me and the teacher was cool and the subject was trigonometry, oh, bro, I love it. And that's where I understood the importance. Like, I hated school, but I love people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the socialness about school, walking down the hall, throwing the paper, running around. That wasn't me. You know, running down the hall, like, bro, there goes so-and-so, bro. We had a teacher, a principal named Big Bird. There go Big Bird coming. That cafeteria, man, bro, you won't do that. Shit.
Yeah.
Give me the milk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Miss those moments, bro.
But in like, Scantrons,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm out of here. Drop the ninja smoke.
That's just what it was. And that still reigns supreme today. It's like, bro, I love people, but I'm also protective of people too. So in those times, it takes time for you to change, and time will tell if you changed.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's such a tricky thing, and I'm glad we're having this conversation as men, because there's not a lot of outlets that talk about the real.
Yeah.
Because we could talk about trust, but we also can talk about another T word, temptation.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we glorify, bro, Chris Brown got them all, bro. You got to understand, when you're in a relationship, that's not idealistic.
Yeah.
Because when you are in the public eye, in a relationship, now somebody else can be collateral damage.
Yeah.
On top of, if you're in the public eye, you have kids, even more. But through it all, I've always wanted to be the testimony to be able to say, bro, I ain't want to be Mr. Perfect.
Okay.
I done scraped my knee, bro. Matter of fact, here go my scar right there, dog.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And I can deliver this message in a way that you can understand. I ain't judging you, dude. There ain't no judge in the jury here. I ain't got no gavel in my hand, bro. I'm letting you know, dog, this is the game that you playing. The good that comes with that is a thrill. The bad that comes with it is somebody gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's not hurt where you may be the one, the beneficiary of that hurt. It could be somebody else. Now what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You feel me? One of the things that I thought was extremely cool while prepping for this show was not once, but twice you played Bobby Brown. Right? Was there something along that journey that you found out different on each piece of projects?
I feel like I've only played Bobby once. I don't know. People see it as two. It's one. For me, it's one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even from New Edition and then doing Bobby Brown.
Correct.
We had the conversation, we're going to do Bobby Brown. And for me, that was my first time, like, speaking up. Because usually I like, oh, let's go with the flow, let's do it. But my thing was like, okay, we do Bobby Brown. Everybody that was in New Edition, they have to be a part of. It has to be a continuation. It can't be a new Ralph Tresvant, because that's where it was going to go. So for me, I was like, nah, I got to have the same people that was in New Edition, they got to be in Bobby Brown. You know what I mean? And Jesse Collins, shout out to Jesse Collins and BET for letting somebody that don't have no skin in the game come in and say that, and they listen to it. It meant everything. You know what I mean? Especially from Jesse. Like, Jesse is the producer. Grammys, Emmys, Super Bowl he just did. Like, shout out to Jesse. And now we're blessed to work together again. You know what I mean? So I'm just learning from him and I just want to keep growing. I just want to keep growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meeting Bobby, how was that interaction?
Amazing. That's like your uncle.
For real?
He can come kick it right here. Yeah. We chilling. Bobby's great, man. Him and his entire family. As soon as he walked in, he was like, oh yeah, he got the bow legs. Oh yeah, but we got to give him a gap. He ain't got no gap. How we gonna give him a gap? That's how Bobby came in. You know what I mean? So they was able to give me like the prosthetic, and I had the teeth, and I was like slurring for a week. And then like we would try to do the dances in front of the extras, the girls and stuff, and they'll say cut. And then I got my guy Elijah that played Ricky Bell come over there and was like, yo, smile for them, Bobby. Let them see your teeth. Embarrassing. But it was fun moments, man. That was my first industry gig, and I'm happy I did it with those brothers, man. That was like, those are my brothers to this day. You know what I mean? That's why I want to keep doing projects where it's like an entourage, where it's like an ensemble. I love ensembles, bro. I love team sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is there something that you had this preconceived judgment prior to that you probably didn't expect?
From Bobby?
From Bobby.
I knew nothing about him. I knew nothing. Only thing I knew, no disrespect. Bobby, come on, Bobby. I love you. You know I love you, Bobby. The only thing I knew from Bobby was being Bobby Brown, the reality TV show. They was like, people, I'm like, Bobby. And then Fatima showed me the clip of Bobby dancing and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, he was that nigga.
I didn't know. I was like, oh. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, oh shit. I'm on tour with CB right now. They dance. They got the same kind of energy. Okay. Oh yeah, I know what this is. You know what I mean? I've seen something like this for 4 years, so it's easier for me to tap in.
Yeah.
And once I was able to connect with Bobby and we just talk, you know what I mean? He opens up, man. He's the guy, man, and he still calls me to this day.
That's dope.
You know, him and shout out to Bobby and Alicia. They sent a lot of stuff on the registry, and that meant a lot. Hey, if somebody send you a registry, send something on the registry, even if it's like a box of Pampers. Send something, all right? Don't be that guy. Now I understand. I didn't understand before. Yeah.
That's why I don't see. I've never sent the registry.
Oh, for real? I didn't want to send it because I didn't want nobody. You know, I didn't think nobody was going to send nothing.
I didn't even. Going back to what's your comfort versus somebody else.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to have like a
public type of keep it. Yeah.
It's not. What do they have? Gender reveals?
Yeah.
First off, interesting fact, I've never found out what I was having.
Until
it came through them ovaries.
I would rather do that.
Yeah.
My girl, she's not having that though.
You're gonna love it regardless.
Yeah. It don't
that's
matter
my
to me.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And hear me out. Like, you already know, and we're gonna talk about it, but your intuition, that's where it now becomes spiritual. It's like, bro, everything you see is that you hear signs, you hear, echoes, you start seeing animals that's relatable to like those things. Like, I've had weird moments, bro, that's been like, I'm there. So it's not just females who have these outer body experiences or they feel connected to their child. Like, I've literally had those moments. And it's like, yo, it's so weird. I already know what I'm having. And it's not to be able to say, I told y'all. It's more of them like, it's sacred ground.
Yeah.
And it's just a welcoming.
Yeah.
But to Bobby Brown, bro, I remember watching some earlier videos of him because I only knew Bobby through his previous marriage of, and rest in peace, Whitney Houston. But every time I would see, he had this aura. Like,
he got it. He got it.
Boy, they call it audacity.
Yeah.
Boy, that nigga was stepping up, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And, and it was one of them things early, boy bands was like a thing. You know what I'm saying? But confidence, bro, it's a scent. You can smell it. You can see it. It's just...
It's a lot.
You can appreciate that. You feel me? So I've always admired that.
Yeah. Every time they said cut, I was exhausted. Cause me and Bobby are like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he on 10 and I'm super laid back. I'm super chill. You know what I mean? Elijah had to be like, after they said cut, he had to be like, yo, Woody, I think you can do more. Do more. I was like, I'm doing a lot, nigga. He was like, no, do more. I'm like, and I would be tired after every shoot. After every shoot. You know what I mean? So now people be like, oh, he Bobby Brown. I'm like, nigga, I'm nothing like Bobby. Me and Bobby are nothing alike.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I was acting. You know what I mean? But I feel like people didn't really like, I don't know if they didn't respect it or if they just thought like, but I was really like giving it my all and trying to tell the truth in that moment. So I just always want people to understand like, this is acting.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you prep for certain things? I mean, a biopic, a project like a Bobby Brown, but also going to Power and different acting opportunities. How do you prepare for ways to get into character?
For me, it's a lot of music. It's a lot of music, and I pull a lot of inspiration from just things I grew up watching, especially for when it came to Power. I pulled from like a Nino Brown, Wesley Snipes. I pulled from Tupac, Bishop. You know what I mean? I didn't like try to emulate them. I just try to kind of borrow. I just try to borrow that and just kind of mix it up and make what I grew up in Jacksonville and South Carolina and kind of mix that into a pot. And that's where I gave the Kane performance. But I'm always just trying to tell the truth for me. It's just trying to find the truth or finding somebody that I know that's kind of similar to that character and just talking to them.
Are you a method actor? Like on some Jim Carrey, like...
Nah. Go ahead. Who name somebody else?
Robin Williams.
Okay. You got one more?
Do I want to say Denzel? Leonardo DiCaprio.
There you go. All three white guys. You don't really see a lot of black. I feel like for us, we not allowed to really.
All three.
You see what I'm saying? Like, no, like I love them. They, you know what I mean? They're allowed to do that. But I feel like for us, man, you got. I don't know. I try to stay away from it. Yeah. I come professional. Like, good morning. How you doing? Okay. Do you have any coffee? Can we get some coffee, please? Please, I just need some coffee. You know, yeah, I'm that guy on set.
Okay, now how long do you need to get into it? Is it okay, and action, is it that easy or?
Before we get on there, I got my headphones in, and I'll text. I've learned now, like one of my OGs was like, yeah, don't ever come on set and just be the character. Let somebody know so they can inform everybody so everybody knows to give you your space. So I learned that. You know what I mean? I wanted to be the method guy to come on and like, don't nobody talk to me. But he's like, nah, don't do that.
Bobby!
Yeah. He was like, yeah, nah. So I'll send out the text like, yo, can I get 5, please? And everybody like, yo, just give him 5. Be in my headphones, and then we get to set, and then we do it. That's how I do my thing. You know, but I'm always trying to be respectful. And yeah, that's how I do it.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that on Funky Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, can y'all give me 5?
Yeah, 5, just 5. Just 5.
I said 5. Yeah. Kristin, that's 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to go back to something real quick. You spoke about him, Kevin Hart, and how impactful was he, or is he, in just you coming into this Hollywood stardom?
Man, Kevin is the guy. You see him on screen, he funny. But in person, it's business. You know, and he's always dropping gems on you. The first conversation we had, it was like, yo, Woody, the only person that can mess up your career is you. You know what I mean? So going through everything through my career, I'm always hearing Kevin's voice in my head, like, yo, the only person that can mess this opportunity up is me. You know what I mean? So that doesn't allow me to burn any bridges or to like get out of character, because I'm always hearing that voice. You know, so I don't know, man. Kevin is just, he the guy, bro. He the guy. Hopefully I can do something with him in the future.
So even to that point, bro, you've been very intentional in this interview. What do you want? Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to be represented? What is an opportunity that may be in the works now or looming, or that you would say, like, this what type of time I'm on?
It's legacy for me. That's why just being in here, seeing what you're doing, I think this would have to be number one on my
When you say
my
this,
list.
what
You have your own space. You know what I mean? You got your own rooms. You can build out whatever you want to in these rooms. You know what I mean? You got different sets. You can employ different people. You can put people on. Like, that's what I want to do. Because like before, like you said, you like to, you know what I mean, give people opportunities. So that's just what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
I want to give people opportunities.
Brian, and I keep saying it, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Or I know how to do it. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I genuinely don't. Like, when people say, like, dog, I don't know how to cook, but I know when food tastes good.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
And like, I got people around me, dog, that's literally knowing Cam, man, bro, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. No, I want to do this, though. No, but look this. Hey, inspo. Hey, this inspo. Hey.
Yeah.
That. And it's like, now it's not denied gratification. It's delayed.
Okay.
It's not to say you can't do it.
Yeah.
But if you really, now it's like, I'm good with getting on base, but bro, I want a home run.
Yeah.
In order to get home runs, you got to be very strategic. You got to pick your pitch. Can't keep swinging at everything. Swinging at everything, you can keep getting on base. You may strike out every now and then.
Yeah.
But if you want to hit them home runs, you got to be very strategic. Oh, here go the one. Here go the one. And I'm about to. That.
I'm on the same time.
Bro, it's never like, I would tell you and everybody, bro, everybody looks at the distance and not really focusing on, it's only gonna take one step. If you put that one step out there, then you follow that up with another step.
You gotta do it.
It's there, bro. Because, bro, it does me so good. And I'm pretty sure the team, you know, likes to hear, like, this is a good space. Bro, we just a year. Like,
A year?
I swear on everything I love, bro. Less than a year. Matter of fact, this time last year, bro, I was shooting a show and I came back and I was under the impression that, like, they picked the place for me. And then when I came back, we had a conversation. It was like, oh, we got 3 options. 3 options.
Yeah,
Like, man,
yeah.
nah, man,
Yeah.
we supposed, I thought y'all.
Yeah.
I'm that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every single day I come in here, I find a way to get in here because I still have to be a dad. I still have to be an active person in the relationship with my partner. I still have to be a good brother. I still have to be a good, you know, person that is aware.
Yeah.
But I always tell Kristin, who's the president of Iconic Saga, I do not want to kill the creative in anybody. And please don't kill the creative in me. Because I got, man, bro, like, we should put this and be that. For a person to say, like, no, we can't do that. No. It's just not right now.
Right.
Everybody that's on the team, from the editors to the producers to we all are creative. Don't kill it.
Yep.
How we lean into it to harness it and really strategize. And that's what we have to, or I have to get better at. And I've learned that. It's like, bro, I got all this stuff, restaurants, you know, businesses. And in the famous words of Bruce Lee, a master of many is a master of none. So I'm like, yo, I just turned 36.
Okay. Same.
What birthday?
May 14th.
You a Taurus, bro?
Yeah, bro. Was it?
May 11th.
Oh, ooh, did we just become friends?
Yep. Look at that, right? That's crazy. My girl May 15th.
Oh, word. Okay.
So
Okay.
2
Yeah.
Tauruses,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
But that, bro, is really understanding, like, bro, it's okay. It's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Anything. And I was just having a conversation with somebody. I bake. And any good baker will tell you, you cannot rush nothing. Because as soon as you rush, it's gonna burn something. You're gonna skip a step. So it's essential for growth to properly go about things like that, bro. So, yeah, bro. Let's talk about power, right? And you had an opportunity to, you know, work alongside Mary J. Blige and Michael Rainey. How was that experience, and, you know, what was that like?
It never felt like work. We was always playing, especially with Mary, because I worked a lot more with Mary than I did Michael. But that just felt like big sis. You know, every time we working, it's like, yo, Wood, like, what you think? Like, you think we can, I think we can, you know what I mean? We can go bigger. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. It was like that kind of energy with Mary. And we really became a family. You know what I mean? We just kicked it in Orlando together at Universal. Like, we're still a tight family over there. Yeah, man.
What's like a prerequisite for you as a project is taking place? Like, what do you need, from crafty to just things that makes you tick better?
Me? What do I need?
Yeah.
I just need my music.
Who you listening to?
I listen
I
to.
heard you say that too many times.
Yeah, I'll listen to like Sabrina Claudio. I'm like on the chill
R&B.
vibe. Yeah, I'm deep R&B. I listen to Sabrina Claudio. I'm listening to her. I'm listening to Summer. I'm going that direction with. I'm super calm before I turn up. Yeah. I just relax. It just relaxes me.
This nigga about to go rob a bank.
Yeah,
He listening
yeah.
to Smooth Jack.
Yeah.
Smooth Jack.
I'm one of them.
Let's talk about the expection, bro. How did you find out?
I found out when I was auditioning in LA.
Okay.
You know, I was on the phone going over the audition, and then she was like, "Oh, babe, I forgot to tell you." Whoop-de-whoop. That's how I found out. Right before I went into my audition. So I was geeked. I was in there crying. I was doing all type of stuff. It was like, nigga, it ain't no crying in here. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they was wondering what I was on. But I found out in that moment though. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I'm still processing it. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure out what it is. But I feel like it just unlocked a different side of Woody. You know what I mean? I don't know when the last time I've ever cried in real life.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually always on screen when I like drop tears.
Yeah.
So even in the moment, it's just like, damn, they about to do that to me. You know what I mean? Like the girls is going, that's what they gonna do to me. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. So I'm just trying to prepare myself.
From one father to a soon-to-be father, what questions do you have? Is this her first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is your first.
Yep. Yep. What questions do I
You go from 0 to 2 though.
Fast. I'm still learning about tummy time. I'm learning about
What's her cravings?
pasta,
What's your cravings?
oxtail,
More than usual,
for sure.
right?
Yeah, I just had some oxtail on the way over here.
Most people don't realize guys get cravings too.
Absolutely.
And as soon as it's done,
Yeah.
I give it like a couple days, maybe a week. And
Done?
it's like, oh,
That's what Mom Dukes was telling
I
me.
don't even want no.
Yeah.
I'm good. Bro, trust me, dog.
Yeah.
You love her?
Of course.
This process is about to unlock a love that you've never known. For her and them. You thought you loved.
Yeah.
You thought you had purpose. No. Anytime anybody gets to witness life being created, the process of, month after month after, that's one thing. First trimester, second trimester, third trimester, guys.
Yep.
But when them contractions start to happen,
That's different. Oh, I'm scared. I'm sweating.
and you get that, ugh, what's that? My water just broke.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you gonna always remember where you were.
Okay.
It's one of them situations. And while it's happening, you go in this state of shock. Because I don't know if you know how you are. I hate blood.
Okay. Yeah, same.
Or like
I don't want to cut no cords. I don't see none of that. No, I don't see none of that.
Needles, blood, or
Yeah.
just that. But what I was saying about love, you would appreciate her, dog. And it's nothing you can do besides see her in pain.
They so strong too, bro.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Like it's now. I never witnessed twins being born, and that may be something. But bro, listen, when you witness that, and I was there for every single one of my child being born. No matter how I feel about her or them or ever, my respect and appreciation will always be love because I seen you go through that alone. And it's so beautiful, but it hurts because nobody can prep you. Even with me telling you this, nobody can prep you about the sounds and the wincing and the pain, but it's just life. And it's synonymous to anything worth having is like, it's a struggle. And the nurses, or, I forgot what they call them, OBGYNs, is that what they call? They would tell you, come on, Dad, go on there, keep, motivate, like, and my angle has always been in the ear. Like, I'm here. I'm like, babe, come on. Come on, babe. Like, cause I'm telling you, I get gross, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing all that.
Yeah.
Nigga, you supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hold on. This ain't about you. She needs you right here. I done had a chick tell me that, like, hey. And I'm like, ugh. Bro, come on, baby. And then you hear that, wah, ooh.
Crazy.
Bro.
I'm excited.
You should be.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Bro.
I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready.
All I ask is you enjoy it.
Okay.
Because how we don't always treat women, and when I say we, I'm talking about men as a whole, no matter the race, no matter the ethnicity, no matter the religion, we all can take the female species for granted.
Absolutely.
But that sacrifice is different. Because as a strong man, as a provider, there's not a lot of times in your life where you're helpless and you can't do anything about it. It's almost like seeing something struggling. It's like a bad dream where you kind of like, no. But in that situation, she fighting this by herself. And it's an epidural. That don't really do too much. It costs a lot too for the epidural.
It do?
Oh yeah. Every time they go, you'll see it on the bill.
Okay. We not
But
that. Yeah.
it's that reality that you start to say like, yo, I'm forever indebted to you. So when you say, when you take on any challenge in life and you say, no, that's my responsibility too. But y'all not together, like, no, I love her. She gave me children. That's my responsibility. But that's weird though. How can you say that? Like, even she understands.
Yep.
Them, that's my responsibility. I don't have no jurisdiction to who they sleep with, but if somebody were to play with them, that's my responsibility.
Absolutely.
When that happens, that whole process, it is sacred. You guys share a moment that will forever be indebted, not only in your heart, but just mentally. And this is the thing. It's so much about birth that they don't tell you. And not to get so into it, but all my births have came out. There was no C-sections, right? And maybe TMI, but some kids came out ripping through stuff, and some came out smooth. And even through that, as a man, you appreciate the sacrifice that she gave you. You ain't got no stitches.
Yeah.
But she may have to get sewed back up. Some people may have to get cut up. It's still a sacrifice. So when you talk about love, appreciation, you can never make me hate her because she gave me this. And it didn't. If it was up to me, now granted, man can't have babies, but it's just the pain of a person that you love. And it's like, you gotta have words, you gotta have reassurances, because even she may say, oh, I'm just so ready to get these babies up out of here. And I only can imagine, like, I had some big babies, but she got Deuce Bigelow in there.
Yeah.
And for that to happen, bro, now, on a lighter side, what I would tell a new parent, enjoy your sleep.
Everybody keeps saying that. You can't stack up on sleep. That's dead, bro.
You can't put no sleep on reserve?
Nah, hell no. That shit dead.
Bro, listen to me, bro. When them princesses come up out of there, 1, 2 step in, and they go. Y'all came up with names?
Yeah.
Who got the naming rights?
We ain't talking about that yet.
You got the names, right?
Yeah.
Who came up with the names?
It's like 50-50. Yeah. Hers came in like from a dream. You know what I mean?
Oh, she hit you with one of them?
Yeah, she got me with that.
That's a joke. Now that is crazy because I always get naming rights.
Okay. Okay.
It's now, I believe it.
What's the method? What's the method?
Bro, it comes, it's here. It's that, like, I've never been open about really going into deep thought of when birth happens. Mm-hmm. But it's heavy meditation. It's heavy, just in tune to your feelings. And I remember specifically Jezebel. It's like, I got this method from my mom. My mom would name the male, whatever letter the male has, that's the first name.
Okay. Yeah.
The middle name is the woman's name.
Okay.
So,
okay,
I was like, okay, I got to do a C, J, N. All right, bet. And for the first, I was like, the first name was there. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, being from the South, I believe in double names. So both of my daughters who I had biologically, they have double names. So Sovereign Dior and Jezebel Ali.
Okay.
So I'm like, is Jezebel? I'm like, no, that don't sound good. It's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna keep praying about it. And Ali came out, and I was like, yo, that's it. And I called her, I was like, babe, I got it. She was like, what? I was like, Jezebel Ali. She said, that's it.
Word.
It hit, but it was like, sent from heaven.
Yeah.
It's like, it hit me. It was like, no, I got, because I'm a writer. Mm-hmm. I type things. I was like, bro, my brain, I got ADD bad. My brain's always racing. So I thought I always try to put it on something so I can go back and remember what I was talking about. And every single name has always been that. It's like, okay. There you go.
See, I fell back from the names. 'Cause I think we went to go get one of the checkups. And the nurse was like, y'all got any names? And I was like, yeah, one of them gonna be named Story. And she looked, she was like, I didn't like that look. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna just fall back. I was like, I was just joking. Her name not Story. I was hurt. So I had to go delete Story out of the notes.
Everything. You can't even read a story.
Yeah, I was like, baby, you know what? Go ahead. You got the name. Yeah. You got the name. But my thing was, for me, it was so easy for me to get a job because my name is Edward A. McClain IV. You see that? It's like, damn, who this white man? Bring him in. You know what I mean? Like,
sign him up.
Yeah.
It's good on the resume.
It's good. So my thing is like, I was like, I just want my babies to get it. Like, you know what I mean? They'll be able to get on a job application. So let's not go with Woodini or like, you know what I mean? Like, don't take my name. Don't mix shit. Like, let's just keep it like.
Just
keep it.
Keep it cute.
Yeah. I want my babies to get a job. Yeah. That was just the only thing.
But y'all know the name.
Yeah, we know the names.
Now the one we have together with Jezebel, she wanted to take a journey. She was like, yo, I need a couple days.
Okay.
And anybody would be like, what you mean you need a couple of days?
Yeah.
But that's our premise. It's like, yo, we open. I trust you. You trust me. Cool. Boom. Take whatever time. She was like, I just want to be by the water. I'm a Florida girl. I want to be by the water. I just need to really tap in. Like I really like. And she was considered doing a natural birth. I'm like, babe, slow down. Mm-hmm. Slow it down.
Yeah.
I know you trying to be superwoman and all, like, but let's be realistic here. Like, and this your first one. Like, I'm like, I don't want you to, because that's intense. Mm-hmm. Bathtub, water, and it's just straight. It's almost hard to watch. Mm-hmm. I'm like, babe, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. I have to counsel you. That's not to say for anybody, and it's for everybody who has done it or plan on doing it. That's cool. But from what I saw, oh no, we're going to a hospital.
Yeah,
I just feel better with having some people around.
Yeah,
and she went. I didn't know necessarily where she was going. She kept saying, I'm gonna drop my location so you can always track. I'm like, I'm not that dude, bro.
No. Do you think?
And she came back and she was like, the middle name gonna be Coco. I was like, cool. Why? Because I went to Cocoa Beach and I talked to her. And I was like, cool.
I love it. Yeah.
And every single child has a story like that. Mm-hmm. And for me, bro, it's gonna be the best time because it's gonna fly like this. And even as we're having this conversation, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, it's late. And you have parent guilt a lot, more than what you may expect, because sometimes you say, am I a good parent? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one of my baby mothers had said this the other day, and she was like, man, I got mommy guilt. And I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna have mommy guilt for real if you broke.
Yeah.
Because legacy. We do what we do to be able to leave something behind or to push something that we didn't have. Because I had to figure this thing out. Like, my dad, my hero and all, but man, that nigga, that wasn't he.
Yeah.
He ain't have no doggone $1 million to just that I inherited. It was like, nigga, you gotta figure this out.
Figure it out.
Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so all in all, bro, enjoy the process.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
And when we meet again, and we will,
Yeah.
it's like, nigga.
Yeah.
Now, did you care if it was
No, I didn't care.
boy, girl,
I didn't care.
you done after this?
No, I want to have like 6, 7. I'm trying to go crazy. I'm trying to top my granddaddy. I feel like my granddad got 9. My family's huge.
I'm there.
Yeah. Oh, word? 9?
Yeah.
I got to get to 9.
But I can hear the comments now, bro. Don't be trying to one up me.
I got to.
Don't be like,
I'm competitive.
Cam
Yeah.
creating broken home. Like, nah, don't do that, bro. Please.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like, I come from a big family. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, how I raise my children, y'all friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, y'all, you can't choose your family. You can choose your friends and you looking at them. You got an all-in-one. Look what I did for y'all little niggas.
Yep.
Like, bro, it's a war zone. The beautiful thing about boys is you parent different.
Okay.
Dude, he scratch himself on or he fall down, nigga, hey, boy, get up. Come on, stop all that. Come on, don't do that. Get up. Come on, let me see it. Boy, you all right. They mama,
Yeah.
just so, let me, you want mommy to kiss it? Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Move. He all right. Go on back downstairs, boy. A girl, she scratch her leg. Oh, ooh, cool, the baby. Come on, let me see it.
Dang.
Who did it? The cup. Get back.
Yeah.
See, I hit it just for you. It's different, bro. Get ready, because they about to make you soft.
I know it's gonna happen. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
What moment that you just was like, what is this?
I think when I was outside and I see my homie grab a random shorty arm, I was like, hey, bro, you can't do that. Because all I was thinking about was my 2 girls. I was like, I'll be damned if somebody grab that they don't know they arm. That's why I was like, oh, okay, I'm about to be a dad for real. Yeah, that was the moment for me. So I'm thinking about like all the things I've ever done wrong to any relationships. Like, I apologize. I'm going down that rabbit hole with it, you know?
Bro, all my daughters, I don't know how I got lucky, because they so cute. And I'm I'm alpha, like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, hey, you good?
Yeah.
Hey, say, bro, you straight? And then your girls get around, they're like, Daddy, you so silly. Oh, yeah, you such a patootie.
Yeah.
She starts like, wow, patootie? Nigga, you don't say no
Yeah,
patootie. Stop
yeah.
that. Oh, you just such a... And it just comes off so natural.
Yeah.
And it's so sad, because I don't be one of my sons to hear that. It's like, Daddy, that's you? No.
Yeah.
Hey, go. Hey, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, you just girl. And that happens, bro. Is I even seen it with my dad, how he's a grandparent, and he's never been around girls. Because I got 2 brothers. There's 3 of us. Man, my dad was so tough growing up. I'm like, nigga,
Yeah.
who is this nigga running around? Playing the Boogie Monster. Nigga, you didn't play no Boogie Monster with us.
Yeah.
What is that? But that, bro, it's just life, dog.
I love it.
Like,
I
bro.
love it.
But let's get into your producer bag, bro. And you've been working most recent with songs like Again and God's Plan, Not Mine on Jacob Lattimore's new album, right? How did that collaboration come about?
Blowing up Jacob phone. Bro, let's get in the studio. Yeah. Because me and Jacob connected on the acting side. But I always knew bro was like really talented in the music space. You know, but I was always hitting bro up. He was like, you know what, bro? Just pull up to the stew. And when I pulled up, he got a chance to see me cook up live. And the whole session kept saying, bro, I had no idea. But I don't think people understand like that was like my lane. You know what I mean? I got a full scholarship for music. You know what I mean? So people don't, it's cool though, but I appreciate it because the expectation and the bar is super low for me. It's like, yeah, power, yeah, tell bro come in. It's super low. So when I press play, it's like, it's gonna exceed anything they ever thinking about. So I low-key got an advantage.
Slick.
Yeah. But now I'm on this vibe and this creative way where I wanna connect with an artist and now we create a short film. We create a short film and now we score the short film with the music that we produce. This is how I wanna put out music.
Is it like a musical though?
Nah, hell no. No musical. Hell no. It's strictly acting. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of dope artists out there that's dope at acting. You see what I'm saying?
That's facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I would love to, like, pull up and have, like, Doja Cat, K. Michelle, Beyonce, you know what I mean? Like, and we just strictly acting. And you hear the music in the background. Like, that's the kind of vibes I want to create. So when you see the video, you like...
that's not a musical?
Nah, because they're not going to be performing the song. They're just going to be acting. You see what I'm saying? Not really?
I see
a little bit.
But it's given musical, like, but with a
No, a
different
musical
twist.
is like, damn, we got this glass.
Damn, I got this cup.
Yeah, cheers. That's a musical. We not doing that. We just acting.
But you
Like,
can
bro,
do
what
it
you
in a
got
way
in this?
like, yo, I got this styrofoam cup.
No.
Man, my girl, we're tripping.
I hate, every time I see a musical, bro, like, I be like, because I see it happening.
Dang, I got this cup.
Yeah.
Man, you got a cup.
And the man come from around the corner with the
Man, I
bullshit.
got a cup.
I don't want that. Nah. We just on acting vibe.
But if you create like a musical though,
Oh, bro. Oh, they're gonna be like, look at Bobby Brown doing the I'm like, nah, that's not what we on. I would never shake Bobby Brown if I do a musical. Come on, you gotta give me that.
true.
Okay.
But you know, as a creative,
Okay. That'll be hard.
in the culture way though,
Okay. But I can't sing or rap.
you ain't got to.
Okay.
You ain't got to, but you can dance.
Okay.
Man, listen, everybody didn't think Lil Wayne knew how to sing until you had a lot of things out there in your heart, never gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, you got it.
And you was there, now you over there.
Yeah.
Oh, now, I said, dang, look at Weezy.
Yeah. Yeah, locked in.
I said, dang, okay.
Okay.
This
I
the
fuck with that.
Best rapper alive.
I might do the musical route.
But you gotta put some soul, you gotta sprinkle that culture on there. What other artists would you like to collaborate with though?
Man. I'm open. It don't matter.
But that's safe.
It don't matter.
That's safe.
That's safe?
You've been too intentional not to be like, you know what, bro, this would be pretty, you know what I mean? Who are you a fan of in the music industry now?
It changes. It changes like I'm just a fan of music. I'm a fan of anybody that's just as hungry as me, that want to expand and do something different. You know what I mean? Like if I can connect with somebody like that, that'll allow me to come in and be creative, like we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
that's who I want to connect with. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a brand new artist or if you're one of the biggest ones, but if you allow me to be able to be creative and we can be creative together and create magic, that's who I want to work with. Well,
Now, we always talk about what you like. What turns you off in a workplace environment? You know what I'm saying? Like, your workflow may not be somebody else's workflow.
Right.
And it may be like, hold on, bro, you're not serious.
Yeah.
Like, what's certain things that you may see? And we talked about dancing, we've talked about acting, we talked about making music. Like, those are some strong avenues.
right.
And in each one, I'm pretty sure you take it serious. What would be something that somebody may do that's like, nah, bro, like.
That's tough.
And have you experienced something that really was like, this nigga not serious?
Is that whoever's not serious. Because I'm so serious when I come to work. If we not on the same vibe, it's like, I can't take you serious. You don't want to win. I only want to work with people that want to win. That's why I kept saying earlier, I want to be challenged. I'm on that kind of vibe now. So I want to work with people on that same vibe. Yeah. So if you coming in playing, you don't know your lines, you on that kind of thing, I can't
relate to it, but, you know, my girl acts. You know what I'm saying? And she goes to Tyler Perry and studios, and they run lines and doing it. I'm like, man, what? I haven't experienced, you know, that. And I just recently did, for the first time, went to audition for a show, but not necessarily, not a TV show, but whatever. And I'm like, I ain't know, like, this is a thing to do. I just thought, like, yo, pull up, boom, you get it, boom. But I only can imagine. I have witnessed people not take certain things serious. I take that extremely personal.
Absolutely.
In the locker room. It's like, nigga, you don't know your plays? Bro, hey, 58's the mic, bro. That means, like, if 58 blitzes or sends a pressure, bro, you have to run a sight adjust, bro. Like, now I'm getting hit on the side of my head, or I gotta throw the ball away. That ball gets popped up. It's a pick, but bro, you didn't do your job, and you like, bro, don't try me like that. It's tough in life.
Yeah.
Managing egos has prepped me in business, in the locker room first. As you have had so many different experiences in your workplace or workforce, what has prepared you to be the best version of yourself today?
I feel like at the very beginning, going back to New Edition, it was Miss Yvette Nicole Brown. She was also one of the moms on an amazing actress. She's been doing it forever. She pulled me to the side, and her things was always clean up after yourself. You know what I mean? Don't have nobody coming in here. You don't throw your clothes all over the trailer. Never do that. If you got to lose your cool, hold it. Never do it on set. Go to your room, lose it. And her last thing was, if Will Smith can come on set and know everybody's name and be respectful to everybody, who the fuck is Woody McClain not to do the same thing? And I was like, ooh, that's deep. Because I feel like before I got into the industry, I thought you had to be a diva to be in entertainment. But when she told me that, I was like, okay, I get it. So you don't have to be a dickhead. So that was the moment for me.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Dang, that's heavy.
Yeah.
This has been enjoyable.
Man,
Any
appreciate
upcoming things that you working on right now, bro?
I'm working on my comic book. It's called The Brotherhood. Yeah. I'm a big action fan. So I wanted to create something for us. And I actually created in Atlanta. My OG would invite me to the cigar lounge. I'm like, okay. A lot of OGs be at cigar lounge. I feel like I can do something with this. And I'm a big fan of Mission Impossible. I'm a big fan of the Kingsmen. I'm like, okay. I like how Kingsmen got their joint at the tailoring shop. What happened if ours was at the cigar lounge? All the OGs hang at the cigar lounge. I'm gonna create Brotherhood there. Okay, I like that. But what's their missions? Okay, for Brotherhood, I have them being a part of history from like back when like the Titanic days, you know what I mean? Like we get the missions that Mission Impossible don't do, that Kingsmen don't do. Like one of the scenarios I have is they tell us we have to sink the Titanic. And we're like, why would we sink the Titanic? It was like, because it's filled with opium. And if that opium lands in the United States, it's gonna get out to all the families, gonna destroy the United States. So we made it look like the iceberg sunk the Titanic. So I'm kind of taking history and kind of rewriting it and kind of changing it for the Brotherhood. So that's like a project I've been working on for 3 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what's the superpowers of them, though?
We whoop ass and save the day.
Everybody. So it's not one dude that got a sword, the other dude got the nunchucks.
It's a group of brotherhood.
One dude super strong, the other dude super fast, the chick flexible.
Yeah. Nah. I kind of modeled it after my granddad and my uncle. Those were my two heroes growing up. You know, so for Brotherhood, I wanted them to be our leaders for this thing. So I was able to whip that up, and my team loves it. They love it.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Man, ever since when Ryan Coogler, shout out to him, bro. He's a masterpiece. When he created this cultural phenomenon in Sinners,
Fire.
and he put vampires in there,
Fire.
explaining that was
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm gonna have this, movie about vampires. As soon as I heard vampires, I would have just shut down.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bro, get
Yeah.
out of here. So
Yeah.
a musical, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you hit a musical for the culture.
That's it. Brotherhood, we should be like,
What?
instead of whooping ass, we singing.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna knock a dude
That's
out with
nasty.
the elbow. Sink the ship,
nasty.
man. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Nah.
You know? Okay, I
Yeah.
got my girl in the other
Yeah.
room with it.
Nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. That
Man,
ain't
the
happening.
other superhero over there, he's silly. Okay, he ignorant and nah.
Yeah. I got you though.
Hard,
I got you though. Nah.
All right, bro, don't knock it, bro. Man, listen, man, as we end things here at Funky Friday, bro, when I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say what?
One love.
Now, can you follow instructions?
Of course.
Can you move to my choreography?
Easy work.
Can you follow the script?
Easy work.
I'm gonna go one finger.
Okay.
We're gonna go one finger. There you go. One pinky, one thumb. All together.
One love.
There you go. Here you go. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. One finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together. One love. Willie McClain, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Man, appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.